In 202 BC, on a frozen battlefield in central China, the most feared warrior alive wakes to the sound of singing. But it's not a celebration. It's a funeral song, coming from every direction. In the voice of his own people, the general's name is Xiang Yu, and the singing means his entire army has already surrendered. He turns to his war horse, a beast that has carried him through 70 battles without a single defeat. He turns to his concubine, the only person who followed him to the end. And he knows with absolute certainty that by sunrise, both of them will be dead. But here's the thing. Xiang Yu isn't the hero of this story. The hero is a man who ran from every fight, got captured 3 times, and once hid in a sewer to avoid execution. This is the story of how the greatest warrior in Chinese history lost everything to a man who couldn't even hold a sword properly. And it begins with a banquet where murder was on the menu. The year is 206 BC. The Qin Empire has just collapsed, exactly as we saw in our last episode. The emperor is dead. The palaces are burning, and China is a feeding frenzy. 18 warlords carve the land into pieces, each declaring themselves king of something. But 2 of them are about to swallow all the others. Xiang Yu, 26 years old. Aristocratic blood. He can lift a bronze cauldron over his head with one arm. At the Battle of Julu, he ordered his men to smash their cooking pots and sink their boats. No retreat, no meals. Just victory or death. They destroyed an army 5 times their size. Soldiers from other kingdoms fell to their knees just watching. And then there's Liu Bang, 48 years old. A former village constable who got the job because nobody else wanted it. He drinks too much. He insults scholars. His own father once called him the useless one. But Liu Bang has a gift that Xiang Yu will never understand. He knows how to make people want to die for him. Xiang Yu rules through terror. After the Battle of Julu, he buried 200,000 surrendered soldiers alive. In a single night. 200,000. That's not a battle. That's an industrial operation of death. Liu Bang rules through charm. When he captures a city, he throws a party. When he captures an enemy general, he gives him a promotion. 2 completely opposite strategies. And for a while, both of them work. There's a secret pact among the rebels. Whoever enters the Qin capital first becomes supreme king. Xiang Yu has the bigger army. But Liu Bang gets there first. And Xiang Yu is not the kind of man who shares. The feast at Hong Gate. Xiang Yu invites Liu Bang to dinner. 40,000 soldiers surround the camp. Everyone at the table knows what this dinner really is. An execution. A sword dancer has been planted in the tent, and his job is simple. During the performance, plunge the blade into Liu Bang's chest. The dancer begins. The blade spins closer and closer. But Liu Bang doesn't flinch. He raises his cup, toasts Xiang Yu, and performs the most convincing act of submission in Chinese history. He calls himself a dog. He calls Xiang Yu a god. He weeps. Actually weeps. At the honor of being in the great warrior's presence. Xiang Yu hesitates. In that single moment of hesitation, Liu Bang excuses himself to use the latrine and never comes back. He escapes on horseback through the rear of the camp. His advisor smashes a jade ornament on the ground and says words that will echo for 2,000 years. One cannot plan great things with this boy. What follows is 4 years of total war. Liu Bang loses almost every battle. He's wounded, captured, and once throws his own children out of a moving chariot to lighten the load so he can escape faster. But every time he falls, he gets back up. Because Liu Bang understands something Xiang Yu doesn't. Wars aren't won by the strongest. They're won by whoever is left standing. Then Liu Bang finds his weapon. Not a sword. A person. Han Xin. A drifter so poor he once crawled between a bully's legs in the marketplace rather than fight back. Everyone laughed at him. But Han Xin is a military genius, the likes of which China has never seen. Liu Bang gives him an army. And Han Xin doesn't just win battles. He invents entirely new ways of winning. The ambush at Jingxing Pass. Han Xin positions his troops with their backs to a river. Textbook suicide. The enemy charges, smelling easy blood. But behind them, a hidden force has already captured their fortress. Trapped between the river and their own burning camp, they shatter. This battle gave Chinese language one of its most famous phrases. Fight with your back to the river. It means leave yourself no way out, and you'll find a way forward. By 202 BC, the trap is complete. Liu Bang's generals surround Xiang Yu at Gaisha with 300,000 men. But it isn't the soldiers that break him. It's the singing. Liu Bang orders his troops to learn Chu folk songs, the songs of Xiang Yu's homeland, and sing them through the night. Xiang Yu lies in his tent, listening. If the enemy army is singing Chu songs, it can only mean one thing. His own people have switched sides. Every note is a betrayal. There is no army left. There is no kingdom left. There is nothing left but the singing. That night, Xiang Yu drinks with his concubine one last time. He composes the only poem he ever wrote. My strength could uproot mountains. My spirit could swallow the world. But the times are against me, and my horse won't gallop. What can I do? What can I do about you? She takes his sword, dances one final dance, and draws the blade across her own throat. At dawn, Xiang Yu rides out with 28 horsemen against 300,000. He fights his way to the Wu River, where a boatman waits to carry him to safety. The old man begs him to cross. But Xiang Yu refuses. He says, I crossed this river with 8,000 young men. Not one is coming back. How can I face their families? He gives his war horse to the boatman. Then he turns around, faces the approaching army alone, and takes his own life. He is 30 years old. Undefeated on 70 battlefields. The warrior who never lost a single battle has lost the only war that mattered. Liu Bang wins. Not because he was stronger or smarter, but because he understood the most dangerous truth in Chinese politics. The man who cares least about glory is the one who gets to keep it. He becomes emperor and founds the Han dynasty. So powerful that to this day, the Chinese word for Chinese people literally means people of Han. But There's a problem. The generals who won his empire are still alive. And they have armies. Especially Han Xin, the genius who won every single campaign. Liu Bang once admitted, "I cannot match Han Xin on the battlefield," which is exactly why Han Xin is now the most dangerous man in the empire. Next time on Eastern Epics, the Emperor's Purge begins. One by one, the heroes of the revolution disappear. Betrayed, trapped, and executed by the very man they put on the throne. The man who once crawled between a bully's legs will meet the cruelest fate of all. Subscribe now. This story is far from over.